Buddy, what did we tell our viewers earlier in the season where we were going back to?
Heading back to Saskatchewan to Black Bear Island Lodge. Steve Byers is up there with some buddies of his, and we promised that there was a monster black bear on this episode.
This thing's a beast. And then we're hopping on a plane and heading where?
South Carolina, Campobello specifically, with Pete and Don Gutowski from U-Slide Bowholder, one of our oldest sponsors.
And it is a spring hunt to remember. You're not going to want to miss this episode.
The FWO team is doing some traveling this week. Bears in Saskatchewan, then to Campobello, South Carolina to hunt turkeys with our longest standing sponsors, Pete and Don Gutowski. We join Dan already in the stand as a nice looking sow cautiously comes into the bait. And now we know why she's so nervous. Judging bears can sometimes be tricky, but in a place like Black Bear Island Lodge, where you can see multiple bears at once, it can surely help with the comparison. And sometimes the bears themselves tell you which is a shooter. This girl wants nothing to do with this big guy. With a lethal hit from a razor-sharp broadhead, the big bear had no idea he was hit and walked off.
We're up here with Black Bear Island Lodge. We just center punched a pretty nice bear. He came in with this sow that's right here, and it looks like he just went to the top of the hill and topped over. So we're gonna have to come in probably tonight or tomorrow. Nice bear.
A bear this size requires everyone's help to get him out.
We're up here at Black Bear Island Lodge, spring bear hunt, catching big pike. Big bear of a lifetime right here. Just a incredible bear. Two big bear in the same night. You got to come up and do this. It's crazy. Never get another bear like this. Shoots a nice 300 pounder Thursday night, two Wednesday night bear, 7:30 and 9:10. It don't get any better than this. We're catching big pike. AJ and Dawn are taking real good care of us. We're in camp with a bunch of good guys, and yeah, I still hasn't hit me. Unbelievable. Bear of a lifetime right here.
Congratulations, Dan. What a beast. And when we come back, it's turkey hunting time.
Why do we hunt Hup Outfitters? Southeast Ohio premier hunting destination for white-tailed deer.
They got some bruising bucks here.
Located along the Ohio River in Meigs County.
We just smoked an Ohio giant right here.
Hup Outfitter boasts hundreds of acres of rich farmland and food plots hunting from tree stands and oak ridge hunting blinds. A bow hunter's paradise with meals and world-class lodging.
Forever Wild Outdoors Adrenaline Adventures is brought to you by Hup Outfitters, guided archery hunts and lodging in Southeast Ohio, Velocity Outdoors, and Centerpoint Archery. Tacticam, gun or bow, share your hunt. Carnage Outdoors, waterfowl, upland game birds, and bow fishing. There will be carnage. U-Slide Bowholder has been with us from the beginning. Founded by Pete and Dawn Gutowski out of the necessity during a bear hunt. Starting out in Connecticut and currently home in Campobello, South Carolina, each piece is handcrafted and produced there. And proud to be 100% American made.
Well, here we are. We are in beautiful South Carolina with Pete Gutowski of U-Slide Bow Holders, and it is, if you can see, spring gobbler season. So we drove all night, literally, left at 5:30, 6 o'clock yesterday, and got here, about 8 o'clock this morning, and drove straight through the night. It's raining, it's warm. First spot Pete's taking us to right now, and as we're talking, he's saying that the birds are always down in this field. Well, Jimmy looks out, and Jimmy's running camera, by the way. Jimmy looks down in the field, and there's 3 redheads down there, and they're going up to the next pasture, which is known as the high pasture. Is that what it's called?
High meadow.
High meadow. And that's the direction that they're headed, and that's where we're headed. So stay tuned. We've got Pete's Adrenaline Adventure right here on Forever Wild Outdoors.
Yeah, let's get them.
Something up there. There's 2 birds. He just gave us a hand signal for 2 birds out in the field.
I thought the dang thing was a stump. He's all pumped out, kind of 3/4 strut, and there's one behind him in full strut. See where that orange tree is right there?
Yes.
Okay, follow that down. You got light tree, then you see that dark tree right there? In between these 2 light trees? There's like a little path that goes in there, and then there's a cat back there. They're right there on that path.
If anything, we gotta get like up over this ridge because we can't see nothing.
I gotta lay down and crawl out and stick those decoys out there. Better setup. And Pete, you know the topography better than I do. Grab our gear, go back down this way, come up behind that island.
If you come around this way, it goes back down the hill, so you'll be down below their view. This is pretty flat up here. If we sneak out to the right, it goes down a hill more, and then kind of maybe circle around down and come up this way towards them.
The only other option
Is to go down the hill this way.
cut back here, kind of cut through the woods, come out there in that point where that pine tree is.
Yep.
You'd be able to see him then.
One of those 2 options, yeah.
A game plan has been put into action on this stubborn bird. Pete and Jim will sneak around the hill for cover, while Steve continues to call and give intel to the hunter.
full gobbler with 5 hens.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's literally 2 bearded hens right there. Oh, he just fanned down. This might happen really quickly. I say we get up just a little bit farther, and then just slowly walk up. Actually, yeah, just slowly walk up till you see this top of the skid steer, and then we'll make sure we're in line with it. Use it as cover. Oh yeah, that's the redhead. That's the redhead. He's right there by those clump of trees right there. Pete, they're right there. Get behind that skid steer. Get right up that skid steer. They're gonna pop out right there. They're right here. That's him. Yeah, that's him. Hit him again. Hit him again. Dude.
Oh, that is freaking awesome. Buddy, what'd I tell you?
Thank you very much, Steve. That was great. I can't believe we made that happen. That was one hell of a stalk to put on this bird.
Well, we were playing with these birds for what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
At least 2 hours. I
Yep.
mean, from the time we were on the other ridge, got busted, came back around, came up here, got pinched right over here. He was actually tending one of the hens. And Jimmy heard him gobble one time down here. We sat up in the back. Didn't hear anything.
We had to go down around the ridge. We couldn't get this bird to come to us. He was with his hens. So we went down around the ridge, dropped down, came up the ridge behind him, got behind a skid steer, and when he popped his head out from behind the trees, we were able to make the shot. Unbelievable hunt. I still can't believe we were able to do all that.
I mean, we moved on this bird at least 3 different times. I'm soaked.
I know it.
I low crawled out here trying to get the attention of the Tom putting out my Avian X decoy, and he kept looking and the hens kept looking, but he wasn't leaving the real thing. So Pete and Jimmy came up with an idea, and they're like, you know what about if we try to make it to the skid steer across the field? And they're having a conversation. I can't hear anything. I got wind blowing in my ears, and I'm, I don't know, 15 yards in front of you. And I finally look back and say, hey guys, why don't you try to sneak around the side to get to the skid steer? And they're like, yeah, we're way ahead of you, Chief.
And we were gone.
Oh yeah,
We took off.
Gone like a shot. You guys stripped right down to the bare necessities. How freaking awesome is that?
That was great.
You know what? Lunch is gonna taste good.
Yes.
Why do we hunt Hup Outfitters? Southeast Ohio premier hunting destination for white-tailed deer.
They got some bruising bucks here.
Located along the Ohio River in Meigs County.
We just smoked an Ohio giant right here.
Hup Outfitter boasts hundreds of acres of rich farmland and food plots hunting from tree stands and oak ridge hunting blinds. A bow hunter's paradise with meals and world-class lodging.
Forever Wild Outdoors Adrenaline Adventures is brought to you by Expedition Archery. Experience perfection. Ramcat Broadheads. Hits like a ram, cuts like a cat. True Timber Camouflage. Experience total concealment. Victory Archery. The Carbon Arrow experts. U-Slide Bow Holder. What's holding your bow? Wrecking Machine Game Calls. Veteran owned. Don't just kill them, wreck them.
This is what you get when you shoot a turkey and you make poppers. Tell me that doesn't look absolutely delicious. This is why we go out and hunt, not just because you go out with friends and family, but you're able to get your food, feed your family with it, and it's absolutely delicious table food right here. Look how these things came out. Tomorrow, Dawn's up to bat. We got birds put to bed. We're gonna get out in the morning. Dawn's gonna shoot a bird. She's gonna be the diva. Gotta wait till the last minute, shoot a bird, gotta drag it out. That's just how she is.
Pete had his bird yesterday. I'm up to bat this morning.
Calling lightly and knowing when to stop sounds like it's working. Will things heat up? Find out after the break.
Why do we hunt Hup Outfitters? Southeast Ohio premier hunting destination for whitetail deer.
They got some bruising bucks here.
Located along the Ohio River in Meigs County.
We just smoked an Ohio giant right here.
Hup Outfitter boasts hundreds of acres of rich farmland and food plots hunting from tree stands and oak ridge hunting blinds. A bow hunter's paradise with meals and world-class lodging.
Forever Wild Outdoors Adrenaline Adventures is brought to you by Bushnell, rifle, shotgun, and pistol scopes, binoculars, rangefinders, and more. Dead Downwind, scent elimination redefined. Reveal cellular cameras, always on the hunt. Trophy taker, always ready. Tinks, America's #1 deer lure. Evolution Outdoor, hunting, fishing, tactical gear, coolers, and more.
Yeah, baby. You're sitting right there. He was 45, 50 yards behind me. We just made that happen. I'm so oh. Baby, let's go get your bird. Look at your face. Come on, let's go get him. I think he's the other one was empty. You shot a freaking slammer. Look at the rope on that thing. Dude. Look at the spurs. Oh, Jesus. Look at the freaking spurs on this thing. Baby, grab your bird. Watch this. Watch those spurs. They're sharp. Like razor sharp. Oh.
Yay! First turkey.
Oh.
First shot. Third sit. But thanks for Wild Outdoors. You slide. Jimmy, Steve, Pete. Couldn't have done it without you guys. It's awesome.
I'm gonna look for that tape measure. Can't find it? I got some
Today's what, the
stuff in my
7th, correct?
pockets here.
Yes.
Hang on a second. Or do you have it?
I don't have it. I gave it back to you.
Today's the 7th.
I do not have it. I gave it back to you.
Give it to itself.
First time doing this. First turkey.
First turkey, best turkey.
There you go.
I can't find that tape measure.
Oh.
You sure you gave it back?
Congratulations, Don, on punching your first ever turkey tag. He is truly a trophy, and we are so happy to be a part of it.
Dude, that bear's a giant.
Yeah, that's why Canada's known for monster black bear. Awesome hunt.
And you know what? It's bears are really hard to judge. But boy, I'll tell you what, when you have multiple bears like you do up there, those bears will tell you who's the shooter.
Oh yeah, and that bear there, that's one of the ones that you don't really have to think about too long.
No.
That was a giant
He
bear.
was a giant. And then what about Pete's hunt?
Awesome hunt. I wish I was there. I really do. Awesome hunt. And Dawn, my gosh, Dawn kills her first bird.
Well, she played it smart. She was like, we're gonna sleep in a little bit, and guess what? We slept in, we had some coffee, we only had to walk like 60 yards behind the house. We sat up after we put the birds to bed the night before, made a few calls, birds hit the ground, we were covered up in birds. She shot her first turkey. Dawn, that is a trophy anywhere in this country. Congratulations, Dawn Gutowski, on your very first turkey. Pete Gutowski, congratulations on your bird because it was well earned. And Dan, man, congratulations on your bear.
Oh yeah.
Jerry, what are we doing next week, buddy?
Well, next week we are heading back to Rancho del Reitmeier, where we're at right now.
My favorite place to be.
One of our nuisance hunts, and we have invited our good friend Kevin Casey with Centerpoint Archery, and he's going to see if he can get it done.
Well, Kevin's a bow guy. He's not much of a gun guy, so let's see how he does. Right here next week on Forever Wild Outdoors, Adrenaline Adventures.